Chat, YouTube, it's Domain Zoo time. This is a list that did really, really well in the Super Qualifier. Over the weekend, it ended up like top 4. Made it all the way to the semifinals. It's kind of a cool list of Zoo because it's playing the Scion Leyline stuff like normal Zoo. But it's also playing a couple Bone Crusher Giants and Flages. Bone Crusher Giants obviously give you an out to the ring. And the Flages, they give you the extra life gain and upstairs damage with reach. Plus you have the Arena of Glory here, so you can haste it. That's pretty good too. You got your Ragavons in this list too, with the Stubborn Denials. A lot of the Zoo lists are off of Ragavan, but this one's still playing it, which I think is like pretty fine to keep playing Ragavan. I'm still playing Ragavan on my Boros list. I don't necessarily think it's bad at all. I think 3 copies is a good number though. Like 4 gets a little bit clunky, especially when it's a bad draw in the mid to late game. Also playing Bowmasters to combat other Bowmasters. And we got all but one of the Neoshiba Brawlers, which I think is interesting as well. I just killed this. Oh. Alright, I just killed a spider that descended in front of me. Yeah, Neoshiba Brawler down to 1 copy. Because I think it is probably the worst 2-drop in the deck. Next to, like all the rest of these 2-drops are just way better than the Brawler. I could even see playing the 4th Ragavan over the Brawler, or the 4th Stubborn Denial over the Brawler. I do think Brawler is pretty weak in the Flage plus Bolt meta right now. So it makes sense to cut it, especially with all the discharges running around too. And you got your own Lightning Bolts and the Treble Flames to go upstairs. Kavu, best 2-drop in the deck. Bone Crusher for the ring protection. Leyline Scion, and then you got your Leyline Bindings as your removal spell of choice. Mana base wise, we got 1 Lush Portico, and then 1 Xander's Lounge, because this is your Wombo combo. Lush Portico and a Xander's Lounge gives you the full domain. And you also have a Temple Garden here, so you can go Xander's Lounge into Temple Garden. We're just playing the 1 Triome, so don't have to worry about getting awkward double Triome hands. You can also play 3rd Flage. Let's see how many sources of mana don't tap for Flage. Lush Portico does, Xander's Lounge does, Temple Garden does, Steam Vents does, Sacred Foundry obviously does, Mountain Plains does. This is good deck building. Every single land in our deck taps for one of the 2 colors of Flage, which I'm a very, very, very big fan of. There's no blue-green random lands in this deck, nothing like that. No, like, black-green land or anything. Love it. Sideboard-wise, Moto's gonna lag for a second. We got 1 Containment Priest for the Gorios and the Through the Breach matchups. We got a couple of Consignment Memories and a couple of Damping Spheres for the Eldrazi matchup. We got another Stubborn Denial to go with 3 in the main deck. We got a Surgical Extraction for the Gorios matchup or the Flage decks. We got 1 Anger of the Gods, 1 Brotherhood's End, a couple copies of Leyline of Punishment, which I think is super interesting. It says players can't gain life, damage can't be prevented, so probably pretty good against the Jeskai matchup. And maybe also good against the Boros Energy matchup because they can't gain life off of, why am I blanking on the name? Goddess Souls or Ocelot Pride, so they can't make tokens. A couple copies of Wear Tear for Amulet Titan, I guess. And the 1 on Licensors for more Graveyard 8. Then, of course, our Trusted Giganta. Turn 1 Ragster, sign me up. I think I want... This is a little awkward. If I want to play Ragavan on 1, I can't get Temple Garden, which means I can never have Domain on 2. If I am going to fetch Temple Garden, though, I guess I should get Steam Vents. Bone Crusher is pretty good with all the ring decks going around. I don't hate Bone Crusher right now. I think it's pretty playable. This is an energy really mad. You're right, it's not. Is this Living End? I think this might be Living End. I think I'm just gonna hard cast a Bone Crusher off of a Temple Garden here. I believe there's only 1 black. There's 2 black sources, right? There's a Blood Crypt also. There's a Xander's Lounge and a Blood Crypt, if I remember correctly. Bone Crusher, go. Frog. Oh, there's Bowmasters. I can Tribal Flames this for 5, and then they have to discard 4 cards. If I attack with Ragavan and then Tribal Flames, this sucks. Attack with Bone Crusher. Get him, Bone Crusher. I don't think I attack with the Ragavan here, because if they block the Ragavan and discard a single card, then I have a good response to that. I think with the draw trigger on the stack, I'm going to flash in Bowmasters. Which I'm going to have to take a lot of damage to do. So I got to fetch Shock Blood Krypton. They might have a counter Bowmasters for my Bowmasters. Should be very bad. Explain Frog. Alright, good news is we have a lot of damage coming out the crackback. They need some amount of removal. Plus we have the burn spells as well. I'm sending team. Go Team Venture. Kill them. Bow targeting Ragavan. I guess I say that's fine, and then I flash in Bowmaster. Wait, hold on. They block. They block. Flash in my Bowmasters. Kill their Bowmasters, and then Bowmasters kills my Ragavan. Blue. This main deck can sign a memory. Waste not against Frog, that's kind of hilarious. Is the main deck can sign a memory. Blocks the Bowmaster. Takes the damage, goes to 4. Well, it means one of two things. I'm dying this turn, which seems unlikely. Or they think I'm going to draw cards. Ah. Yeah, it's pretty good. I think that completes... kind of just like completely locks me out of the game, right? Because they're just going to eat my Bone Crusher. Just like discard a bunch of cards and eat my Bone Crusher, and then they can attack with this, but then they get bowed. Nah, the L word is still banned. I do have a singular basic mountain in the deck that I could draw to. Uh-oh. Hate that. Kind of curious as to why they left the Bowmaster back on defense, knowing it was going to get pinged. Let's have another Harbinger. Or they have Merc that, that's why. Alright, not the land we're looking for, so on to the next one. Guess I should have fetched basic mountain. What do I have for the blue-black matchup? Not much, honestly. Just like hers. But hers isn't even that good. Could bring another stub, I guess. It's got these two. I kind of think this hand's a mulligan, but maybe it's a keep. I'll try it. I don't know. I don't really like this hand, though. Reds of Disloyalty. That's the name I haven't heard in a while. Kind of forgot that card even existed. That card can't be good right now, right? Probably not. Sad part is even if I stick this 5/5 here, it's probably just gonna get fatal pushed. It's also smaller than a frog. Hmm. Did in fact win a Modern Pro Tour. So did Vendilion Click. But nobody remembers Vendilion Click either. I think so, Tantrum. How many Emperor Bones are you on in Goryo's? 2 probably? 2 or 3? I think the card's good. Like, really good. Ouch. Like, I think it probably fits the Priest of the Forgotten God spot. I will stomp your Bone Crusher. I mean, stomp your Bowmaster, not your Bone Crusher. I think I'm gonna discard this Flage. They have another Bowmaster, so be it. Bone Master. Stub. I wonder if they left him Force Negation. I actually have a VOD of me playing Analyst Titan, but I was also playing Necrobloom. I got a stipulation for a Dono deck that said play Necrobloom and something. So I just stuck it in the old Analyst Titan deck. Yo, Doomwake, thank you for the raid. I hope you had a wonderful stream. We're jamming a little bit of Zoo that did well in the Super Qualifier this weekend. Nice Harbinger opponent. Gone. Lands. I could buy Giganta here, but I think I'm just gonna hold up Stub because they're at 2. So yeah, there's not much I could lose to with them being at 2. And me holding the Stub. Because they're unable to like Toxic Deluge or anything. On the draw, maybe I would want Brawler over the Ragster. I kind of want to find something that cut the 4th Ragster, or the last Ragster. Maybe I'll take a Surgical. Maybe I can kill one frog and Surgical it. Seems bad though. I'm gonna keep this. Not the best hand I've ever seen. I imagine the opponent kept like a hand with fatal push this time. I squared 2 to the top. I could surgical preordain and mess up their scries. Not saying this is a good plan. I kind of just want to see their hand more than anything else. Oh, their hand's insane. I just wanted to mess up their scries. Just to be spiteful. Well, I can't really go to this frog, so that's a problem. I guess I could Tribal Flames the frog for 5, and then they discard 4 cards. I need to top deck a Leyline Binding. Even if I top deck Leyline Binding, it's just like not that good. Now, what do you have in deck? You have 4 Murktides, probably 2 Harbingers, 2 Go for the Throats, 4 Fatal Push, an Extirpate, Toxic Deluge. Alright. Go. Here comes the frog. Doo -doo -doo -doo. A core for 5. Thank you for the 24 months. I appreciate it. Welcome back. Is Zoo good again? Probably not. Here's a pretty good example of why Zoo is probably not good enough, because I'm going to Tribal Flames this frog, and they're going to discard 5 cards or 4 cards, and then attack me with it, and I'm going to lose to it. 2 more. So they kept the card that I didn't see yet. I spent 2 mana to not kill this frog. What's up, Otashi? Oh, look, another card that doesn't kill frog. I guess I pass. What's up, Zenone? Top deck binding. It's as easy as that. I discarded Force Negation. Best I can do. Scion. Scion buys me a turn. Going to 1. Alright, I've died to turn 2 frog. Yeah, I wonder if you can just play frog in your zoo deck. It doesn't seem that bad. Just play it over the brawlers. I don't hate that. I'm in eternally chump the frog mode. Oh, it's so over. I mean, yeah, I guess I keep this because of the ley line, right? There's red removal that works. It's called Through the Breach. That's fair. Speaking of Through the Breach, one reveals Devour. Sudden Shock. Is it time for the return of Sudden Shock? They did not want anything. I think if this is a Utopia Sprawl or an Ancient Stirrings, I'm just gonna stub it. This is really aggressive, but I think it's okay to do this here. Maybe I should hold it for Talisman. Unsure. Another one. Because it kind of seems like they're looking for land. Well, they found E Temple. Oh, whoops. I misclicked. Sorry, chat. I misclicked and I closed all of my tabs, including the music. Ooh. Hasty Scion. As we came back to Professor Layton bangers. They're dead next turn, right? Hey, what's up, Josie? I do think that Zoo probably preys on these Rumble Eldrazi decks a little bit. Has to go Ugin's Lab into the One Ring into Through the Breach. It's happening. Ugin's Lab into the One Ring. Oh, you making me so mad, the One Ring. Top deck Bone Crusher. I probably play Jessica. I'm a Through the Breach hater, though. I think that deck is mad inconsistent. It's so strong when it does its thing, but it's so inconsistent. Don't breach me. Please don't breach me. Yeah, I wonder if I'm supposed to keep two things now. They might be on the Rumble build. If they are on the Rumble build, then they're probably dead. If they're on the Through the Breach build, I could die. It's cool. Alright, well. Probably want this last Stubborn Denial. Damping Spheres, Containment Priest, in case they are on the Breach build. Consigns, no Surgical. Wear Tear for Talismans? I don't know if I like Wear Tear, just in general. It's got the bolts. What else is bad? Brawler's probably fine. Bone Crusher good. I could trim Flage. Because it's a little slow. I think I like the Treble Flames. I think the Bowmasters are okay. Could also trim a couple Bindings. You know, I just don't think I want these Wear Tears. I think Binding is probably better than Wear Tear. I think I'm only bringing in Wear Tear against Saga decks. I think Denial's fine. I don't think Flage is bad. Just think it's like slow. Especially when you can haste Arena on a Scion and attack for 4 instantly. Cozy Command. Mm-hmm. Land drop. Go. I guess this isn't the worst, because if I jam a ring here, I get to consign it. I think Glimmers will break Modern. No. Kozilek's Command. I mean, it's no Naru, but it's strong. We're gonna get some information here. I think they're probably on the Rumble build and not the Through the Breach build. Sonic going way too hard. Kozilek had its time, or Kolaghan had its time to shine. The time is no longer. Yo, this badge is sick. Z-Vent 2024. I don't know what that means, but it's a cool badge. I'm gonna get Myco spawn. I can move on. Oh, I'm getting dusted. Alright. Go next. This hand seems insane. Oh yeah, I guess I should have made a couple of sideboard changes. Yeah, you're right. It's a French charity event. They raised 10 million last weekend. Yo, that's sick. What's up, JTW? Ley line Sly on all 3 games. If they have a turn 1 Ugins Lab, do I consign the trigger? Yeah, wait, was it 10 million rupees? Puts 1 card on top. 10 million Dairy Queen Blizzards? That's a lot. DQ, not that cheap. That's like what, $4 times 10 million euros? What's that? Sounds like a made up currency. How you doing, Cabs? Yeah, I don't know about owning. Not as sad. Let's go. It took 2 months, but you're not as sad today, Blick. What the hell? I'm getting repurposed? Why am I getting repurposed? The scar will always be there. Don't worry, if it makes you feel better, I have a scar on my finger from when I cut myself with a machete. And that almost hurt as bad as the day that you lost Echo Frog. But only almost. Yeah, I was cutting through the jungles and the cornfields of Ohio. I had to pave my way to Apex. 1 corn stalk at a time. When's the Apex Invitational card up the corn stalk? Or up the corn husk? Yeah, don't go outside. Lesson learned. Now those be my neighbors. That's a lot of mana. That's a lot of repurposers. Yeah, all of California is on fire right now. My condolences to anybody being affected by the California fires right now, but oh boy, am I glad I am not there. Ohio's saving me right now. Yeah, my family's fine. Just, having to inhale smoky air. Cavern of Souls. Yeah, California does this every year for the past 72 years. Please don't break my world. I like my world. So I can't counter the World Breaker, so I'm not going to replicate this. Why did they make California so flammable? Honestly, I don't know if this Containment Priest does anything at this point. I guess I'm going to cast it, though. It's a 2-2. I have no more Surveillance. Bowmasters. If I send team, everything has flying, it does not. Everything has first strike, hexproof, lifelink, trample, and vigilance, but not flying. That's the only thing that's flying. So they block here, this, maybe this there. I think I just pass. No, I'm going to a Pokemon regional this coming weekend in Baltimore. So no energy for me, unfortunately. Mm-mm. So if I kill this, they float the mana. I guess I'm just gonna go upstairs. I don't know. Getting 1-1 out of it. See, I'm stuck between playing potentially Pidgeot control, which I think is kind of bad right now, or I could play Iron Thorns, but I feel like because Iron Thorns won World, there's gonna be a lot of hate for it. So I don't know. If I just play Charizard and not think. Kale, you're going to Hunter Burton next year? Yeah. I'm debating making the trek. Block. I have some sending team here. I'm hoping for the best. I don't think I want to discard the Scion. Come through, Hotashi. Yeah, Draco is flying. This has reach. Sneaky reach. They have an all its dust under the Ugin's lab. Which is why I kind of have to send team right now. Yeah, I don't understand why reach is below. I guess I do understand because it has a cast trigger, plus it has the devoid, and those two take precedent. Maybe I should have just been the Scion and look for Burn Spell. I probably should have just been the Scion and look for Burn Spell because I can't cast it because they're gonna get the dust back and cast the dust. Might just be buying Gigantha this turn. I think I should have bought Gigantha and discarded it to Kavu. That's what I should have done this turn. They return the dust. And then they cast the dust. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. True Zeriak, true. That seems cool, Chaos. I actually read that card this morning. I don't know if it's strong enough because it already requires you to pop off with the Ocelot for it to be like super good. And if you're popping off with the Ocelot, I think that's probably good enough anyways. I don't know. It kind of feels like a little bit win more to me, maybe. I gotta test it before I make judgment. What's up, Pat 31's Take Up the Prime? Alright, the good news is that the text to speech is a little delayed here. Oh, the good news is I'm at 45. And I can draw to some burn spells. Alright, I'm at 40. This is the worst. Maybe I just have to play Giganta and get him to use the dust. Yeah, I think that's what I gotta do. Then take 15 here. Alright, dust me. And I take 15, I go to 24. Okay, I'm only taking 10. Going to 29. Tribal Flames. Sango. I think 6 for a couple turns, which is nice. Did I board out the bolts? I did board out the bolts. Play around Thought Not. Yeah, I guess. But like also like showing him I have it's not great either. Because now they're like gonna play extra cautiously. It's another Devour. World Breaker. Alright. Bowmaster's off the top. One time for the one time. Holy shit. He's done it. My opponent just said dog in the chat. Yeah, like my opponent actually is really mad. Just dog. Dog, are you kidding me? Dog. GG. Yeah, let's see if they're playing Snorlax control. Imagine if this brawler was a Flage. I think it might actually be worse as a Flage in this hand. My opponent's only getting to 5 though. Is Pick Your Poison secretly good again? No. Problem with Pick Your Poison is that it's such a bad answer to bring. Yeah, I'm playing Pokemon on my secret 4th monitor. Don't tell anybody. Eldreezy. Oh, look, a Flage. Pick Your Poison was never good. That's not true. At one point it was. Yeah, I'm also playing Pokemon Go. I was playing Boros Energy. I lost to Rumble Draws in the quarterfinals. It was the same person I beat in the Swiss. We just repaired it in the top 8. Don't breach me. Diggo doesn't want the Pokemon smoke. Look, next challenge stream, I'll play some Pokemon between rounds. Deal? So like Thursday, I'll play a little bit of Pokemon between rounds. I'll do some viewer battles. Gotta build a Pokemon deck now. Pokemon is super cheap. It's turn 3. You can't have 6 mana. Before Eternal Weekend, I'll play some Legacy on stream too. Alright? Yeah, I think Brawler's pretty terrible. We talked about it a little bit already. With all the discharges and the flages and the lightning bolts running around, I don't think Brawler's very good right now. Yeah, a little bit of ant streaming. 2 top, 2 bottom. I'm in danger. Yeah, wait, what? Ans is not casting Brainstorm in the Brainstorm format? Is he okay? Do I need to check on him? The day top through the breach plus spaghetti. Ah, Shimata. No, I played energy. Take a couple of these. Let's take an extra stub. I'll take these out. These in. Damp spheres, containment priests. What did I board out last time? This brawler. I think I boarded out Flage. I ended up not wanting the wear tear, that's right. I think I left brawler and I cut the wear tear. Maybe I'll wear tear talisman. Maybe. Psychotalk's hilariously bad now. Yeah. Kinda. I'm a little bit surprised that Through the Breach is making such a big resurgence. I love Golden Sun. I hate Golden Sun. The duality of Twitch chat. I have no feelings about Golden Sun. But there you go. We got the full spectrum of emotions. Oh yeah, I forgot. The HelloFresh sponsorship ended. RIP HelloFresh. Welcome back, Golden Sun. I mean, sure. 10 doesn't have a very fast clock, though. Uh-oh. Opponent's cheating. I didn't realize priority was on me. They're cheating. They exile at Runafowl. I guess Runafowl's kind of cool against Frog. Like, give my frog flying. Alright, Runafowl. Kill it. Oh, I said they're lagging out. Stir. Yeah, String Shot is super effective. Turns out. It was just one really long strand of spaghetti being chucked at me. Cozy command. Everybody nice and cozy. Ready for this command to happen. Opponent gets hate Lord of the Rings card, the One Ring. Yay. Lush Portico. Graveyard. Stub. I don't think I'm flashing this Containment Priest. I'm gonna let them activate Ring a single time because I have this ley line binding anyways. I'm just gonna ping this spawn. Hopefully they don't go Ugin's Lab through the breach. I will then decease if that happens. They just play Ring and get the binding it though. Oh, they missed on lands. Neat. One sign. I think if this is Ring, I'm just casting Stub. Stub. That's not a good draw. If I didn't have the priest, then I would probably just binding it. Hello, Steven. I hope your daily walks have been going well. Imagine they have Dismember here too. Here to contain. I've turned a new leaf, Steve. Oh, heck yeah. Love to hear it. Alright, one more turn and they're dead. I've been to land because I got greedy. Combat. 5 damage. And they take the 5 damage and then blasted. 5 more damage. Alright, that was kind of a clutch 1 copy of Containment Priest. They were just gonna run it back. Also kind of want to restart Moto real quick. Well, we're in between rounds here. Moto's doing a little bit of lagging. By the way, chat, my password is hit Lord of the Rings card the One Ring, for those of you wondering. It's a pretty lengthy password. I'm thinking about shortening it. Might shorten it to like Halo Tractor. Oh, it desideboarded me. Why did you desideboard me? No, 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 no. No, 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 why, why? Why? Oh, I didn't get it in fast enough. Why did it desideboard me? Man. Eh. I don't think his hand's good enough. Phantom Hourglass was great. How many RC invites are given out in the US? I actually have no idea. File for comp. Well, I'm on the DB account, so I have infinite play points, or pseudo infinite play points already. It's just inconvenient that it desideboarded me. File for comp, anyways, just to stick it to them. I guess that's the last time I restart Moto during sideboarding. Ugins Lab. Oh man, this lightning bolt should have been anything else. Would have been like a damping sphere or a consigned memory, a stubborn to dial, containment priest. Oh, the greatest misclick of all time just happened. Put the thing under the Ugins lab, misclick, return it back to hand instantly. This is a match for the ages. Blue-red Merc tied him. It was a Mangu. I think Mangu's the only one still playing blue-red Merc tied him. I think he's on Grixis now. Is it One Ring time? Right. Okay. That's not bad. I think I want to get Temple Garden. Buffs up the Kabu the most. I've seen the Blue Belcher deck in general. I also saw it on MTGO Masters where it cast 0 spells and then died. And it was kind of sad to watch. Yeah, it might not be a modern card anymore. I don't think any deck's registering EI currently, right? EI is a relic of the past. Pour one out for EI. The Bone Zone. I had to dodge getting breached. No breach. Everything else is fine. Ring's fine. Kozilek's command is fine. Just no breach and make me sack by lands. Alright. That was really unfortunate for our opponent that they put the thing under the lab and then returned it instantly. It's such an easy misclick to do on Moto. I've done it once myself. Okay, it's got Leyline Scion in it. I kind of want to keep this. I don't know how you hate the energy decks. I think the energy decks are so cool. I love the random element of the Amp Raptor too. I hate every other deck in the format, but the energy decks are sweet. No, I think Blue Black's sweet too. I think Frog Tide's a really cool deck. Yeah, but it's finally a good creature deck in the format. Because I wouldn't really call, like, Scam a creature deck. Kind of was, kind of wasn't. Frog? Frog. If Fury was legal, I think Energy would be so much worse. They could solve the format by unbanning Fury if they weren't cowards. Yeah, I'm gonna fetch a basic planes here. I think the energy decks would be even cooler if the ring didn't exist. They didn't have to play the freaking ring. I just stub this. Alright. Rip Frog Tide. I can take the extra stub. Out the Ragsters. Or 2 of the Ragsters. Ring's too good not to play. Which is the sad, sad reality of things. I'm still debating if I want to go up to the full 4. Every day I get closer to going up to the full 4. Servers are down for maintenance? I don't think so. I know they had an outage in the EU. Xenowan was telling me. I don't know if you're from the EU, Bobbin, but that might be the case. You're East Coast? Let me try to log in my other account for science. I don't want to log out of the current one in case it is down. No, it looks like it's working for me. Might have to like reinstall or something. Also, chat. This is the Ant deck I'm planning on playing at Eternal Weekend. It's got 0 cards in it and 0 sideboard. Hold up, Moto's doing a big think right now. There it is. This is my Eternal Weekend list so far. I don't know what I might have changed about it before Eternal Weekend, but I do love Storm and Legacy. It just saddens me that I have to play 4 main deck Veil of Summer. Sure. Tanzite. It's either you play 4 main deck Veil of Summer or you play like Vexing Bauble. But in my 2 leagues of testing, every time I had Vexing Bauble out, I was like 1 mana short of cracking it and then playing my LEDs. But if I was just able to play my LEDs, I could like win the game. That's kind of annoying. And if you crack it, you're taking the shields down anyways. Raug. Another unkillable frog. I was thinking frog like that. That's how you spell frog. Let's go next. I think you run into more blue than creature decks on average nowadays. I think I played like 1 or 2 non-creature decks the entire 2 leagues I played. And everything else was a blue deck. 3. Classic. Well, it's 110 degrees over in California, so I imagine that it's pretty easy to start a wildfire in 110-degree weather when it's dry as hell. Why didn't you block the frog? Because they discard 5 cards or 4 cards, and then they kill my Scion, and then I lose. Say it looks alright. I mean, they just played a Harbinger immediately after. So, top deck, I guess, I mean, technically top deck ley line was still fine, I guess. Let's get the Portico, and I'm gonna get basic mountain here. Don't want that one. Yeah, I guess I gotta play that out. This is reserved for basic mountain, so I can play around Harbinger, and I got the basic plains here too. Oh, I'm supposed to flage on this board. Mono black or mono blue. What format? Standard, modern, commander. Kamigawa tiny leaders. Who would be my tiny leader in Kamigawa? Was Isamaru in Kamigawa? Probably Isamaru. Elk. My elk. Oh, it's Popper. I'm off it then. For that reason, I'm out. I'm super out of touch with Magic. I only play this game every day. So out of touch. Bolt the Bowmaster. Snap takes one of two bindings. Is not worth it to try a Vengevine build. Graveyard decks typically aren't too good right now. You have to be like a really fast graveyard deck to have any sort of semblance of being meta currently, unfortunately. Last thing about that build is that it doesn't use the graveyard too much. That's how graveyard decks have always been, though. Bad. Gets hit by the Ragster. Go Ragster. I could cast Fleege and they probably just counter it. Like, they could unban Golgari Grave Troll for the 17th time and it wouldn't make a difference. Sink into Stupor. Okay, pick my Fleege back up. I don't think Golgari Grave Troll would make Dredge viable. And my opponent's name is based. Grimflayer Black Red. They just want to be playing Jund with Grimflayer. BRs for Brazil, not nonsense. That can't be right. Wow. Boom to 1. Push. Yes. Bolt. So if I want to discard the last 2 cards in their hand. which is not a great idea. Because this Flage is going to come back and kill the frog. You knew this was going to happen, opponent. It was all on board. Scoop. Alright, prediction time, chat. Will we 4-dash? I just gave my opponent a sad face instead of a smiley face. I said, hey, good luck, have fun, sad face. His hand's a little bit better. Rakdos burn. Kinda looks like Rakdos burn. The Ragster. Everybody give it up for the Ragster. The Raptor. Into the Raptor. If I fetch a Blood Crypt, I'm gonna be missing blue-green. The Ragster. The Horrors. My opponent wasn't expecting Mardu from you. Oh, they don't even know. They just they just put a colon O face in the chat. Cats. I got Lifelink and Bowmasters. Yo, B Rocco. Thank you for the prime. Appreciate it. Boros Energy. Good old trusty Beros. They're gonna make a lot of cats. How many Halo Tractors? 3. Played 2 in the main, 1 on the board. At 9 life, huh? Well played, opponent. Oh no, the Gabos. Yeah, Jaggy's like, why would you do this to me? Oh yeah, I guess Halo Tractor doesn't make much sense to those of you that aren't regular in the stream. Hit Lord of the Rings card, the One Ring, abbreviated. Halo Tractor. All right, energy. The energy matchup. Angie Gods, Brotherhood's End, Leyline of Punishment, Licensors might be fine. Actually, Surgical's probably better than Licensors. I don't get access to my Jiggy anymore. Brawler, probably poor. Gotta board out one more card. How many ley lines is too many? Maybe it's a stub. Troll with like 2 stubs. Try 2 stubs. See if I can get the TM symbol pasted in there. Trademark symbol. Oh, excellent. Let me see if I can get the reserve symbol in here. Oh, excellent. Very easy to copy and paste the TM and reserve symbol. His hand is nothing and then late line of punishment. You better 4-dash. That convinced me. Now I have to 4-dash. Meat! Meat, thank you for the raid. I appreciate you. Hope you had a good stream. Yes, sir. Meat dance. Meat nene. Also nothing. I hope you're not in the fire zone, meat. Sadness. At DoorDash, 4-dash sponsorship. You're hired. Could not be in there. Let's go. Oh, that's just messed up. Should have played the Fraud Strand, I guess. Dingo, just float a white man and then leyline biting. It doesn't work like that. Don't even think about it. Don't even type it. Some of you mid-sentence right now. Just float a white and leyline biting. It doesn't work. And I don't even have Giganta save me either. Basic mountain out of shame. Just float, bro. You'll float too, Twitch chat. I say thank you for the 100 bits, but I consider that a payment for even typing that. Red. I can't cast that either. That doesn't work because when the blood moon comes down, then I'm down to I'm down to 1 land type. And because I'm down to 1 land type, then I can't pay for the binding because the binding becomes like 5 mana or whatever. Oh, I'm stupid. I thought this was 2. I'm gonna shame concede now. Nobody look at what I just did. I thought I was gonna tribal flames for 2. Nobody look at what I just did. None of you. Everybody look away. No, nobody looked. No looked. No. I guess I need these wear tears of the stubs, huh? Don't clip it. Don't look. Don't clip it. Alright, yeah, I'm about to delete the VOD real quick. Turn off the stream, delete the VOD. Recommendation, fetch planes. They're mulliganing to 5. I'm thinking about not fetching a planes. You know what? Plains is a coward's move. Turn 2 dragon, go. Giga Chad, turn 2 dragon. You think that can stop my dragon? Oh, basic mountain. Served my dragon on the rocks. Because he's so iced out. Static prison? You think that can stop my dragon either? Oh, they'll be back. They'll all be back. Give me this chain of the rocks. Oh, more bindings. Red, blue, green, black. Splinter Twin assembled? Wait, how do I not... Why can I not cast this? What? Blue, red, green, black. It's the order I clicked the freaking symbols in. Unreal. One Ringo. Yoink. Go. Yoink. I need more scions to go with my ley lines. Buys Jiggy. One hasty elk coming my way. Kinda think I play a second ley line maybe. In case they purge the first one. Is it better than the Bowmasters? Bowmaster could snipe the cat, kill the Ajani right now though. I guess kill cast a little bit better. I'm a little bit worried about Celestial Purge though. Oh, GG's, yay! Alright, we found Energy's bad matchup. Edzu. We played so many games this league. All of them went to game 3. I don't remember. We lost to Murktide. Then we beat everything else. Not bad. Nice little 4-1.
Have you
Bing
peeked?
bong, bing bong, bing bing bong.
Have you peeked?
You're a third-rate duelist.
I can't take it anymore.